Hello student, how are you today? I hope you are in a good condition, full of enthusiasm and ready to learn together. On this occasion, we will take part a different learning experience through a virtual tour of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace, one of the most valuable Malay historical and cultural heritage in Riau province. Through this video, you will not only see the beauty of a historic building, but also learn how to describe a place in detail and clearly through descriptive text, while thus simultaneously fostering our love for regional culture as part of cultural literacy. Before we begin to learn, let us pray. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'an wa rizqan thayyiban wa amalan mutaqabbala. Rabbi zidni ilman warzuqni fahman. May the learning that we are following go smoothly, the knowledge we gain is beneficial, and further enrich our knowledge and sense of pride in the nation, culture, heritage. Before we get our adventure to Siak Palace, let's try to remember. Have you ever written or described a place you have visited, such as a museum, an old building, a school, or whatever tourist spots, in clear, detailed words? When we describe the building's color, shape, atmosphere, and function, we are actually using descriptive text. Descriptive texts help a reader or listener feel as if they can see, feel, and imagine the object we are describing. In this lesson, Siak Palace will be the object we describe together, not only as a beautiful physical building, but also as a cultural heritage rich in historical value and the identity of the Malay people. Through this activity, we will learn cultural literacy, the ability to understand, appreciate, and preserve national culture through language and writing. Therefore, during the virtual tour, please pay close to every detail you see, from the building shapes, color, ornamentation to the function of each room, because all of this will be important material for you to understand descriptive text and cultural literacy. This is a brief history of the Asraya Al-Hashimiyah Palace. Construction of the palace began in 1889 and was completed in 1893 during the reign of Sultan Sharif Hashim. The palace construction was carried out as a manifestation of the greatness of the Siak Sultanate, which at that time was in its heyday. Sultan Sharif Hashim was the 11th Sultan of Siak who initiated and directly led the construction of the Siak Palace as the center of royal activities. This palace not only serves as a residence for the Sultan and his family, but also as a center of government and a place for important decisions of the Sultanate. Architecturally, the Siak Palace has unique characteristics because it combines Malay style as a local identity, Arabic influence reflecting Islamic values, and European touch visible in the building forms and interior. This combination of various styles shows the Siak Sultanate open to external influence without losing Malay cultural identity. When we enter the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace, our attention is immediately drawn to the sturdy main staircase and majestic gate. It is a symbol of respect before entering the Sultanate's power. At the top of the stair, palace guard dressed in a traditional Malay attire greet us warmly, reflecting the politeness of the Siak people. The palace is not only simply a historic building, but also a symbol of the glory and cultural identity of the Siak Malays, who uphold Islamic values. Visitors are expected to dress neatly and politely, as cultural heritage is evident in tradition, attitudes, and the collection of royal relics. During the Sultan's era, the antechamber served as a transitional area for guests before being directed according to the custom and the status. Before entering the main rooms of the Siak Palace, let's explore each corridor on the first floor of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace. It is the corridor on the first floor of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace. This corridor displays a row of photographs of the Sultan family and his consort, documenting official moments and daily palace life. There are also original royal documents such as official letter, administrative record, and palace regulation, which provide a glimpse into the governance of the Siak Sultanate. The corridors are also filled with historical artifacts, including traditional furniture, vases, and antique ceramic, reflecting the elegant life of the palace. Unique collections such as the emphasis of the Sultan honor. In certain sections, visitors will find a blunt cannon, a symbol of power and authority, reminding the palace that also served as a royal defense fortress. Let's look at the room on the first floor of Siak Palace. This room is the royal courtroom where the Sultan received important guests and held discussion with royal officials. Its location on the ground floor indicates that this room was intended for government activities and official meetings, making it easily accessible without having to enter the Sultan's private area on the upper floor. When the palace was no longer used as a center of power and converted into a museum, this room was remodeled with the addition of statues of the Sultan and his guard as a visual illustration of the royal atmosphere. For the reason, this room is now known as the Diorama Room, an educational exhibition space that helps visitors understand the role and function of palace space in the past. We will enter the main guest room of honor located on the first floor of the Siak Palace. During the Sultanate reign, this room held a crucial function, used exclusively for receiving distinguished male guests such as royal officials, nobles, and official envoys from abroad. The room design reflects high Malay values of honor and etiquette. The chairs are arranged symmetrically, demonstrating social hierarchy and respect for guests. Historically, this is the place where diplomacy, respect, and royal policy began. This room has been a silent witness to many important meetings that shaped the history of the Siak Sultanate. Let's continue our journey to magnificent room, the women's guest room known as the Crystal Room. This room is located next to the main guest room and was used to receive female nobles and guests of honor. The name Crystal Room comes from the large crystal chandelier that emphasizes elegance and luxury. Inside there are European-style chairs and sofas, carved table, and large mirror that add to the lighting. There is also a crystal mirror that the empress used to adjust her clothes before receiving guests. The room is also decorated with vases and fine ceramic from China, symbol of the trade relation and prosperity of the Siak Sultanate. All the furniture is neatly arranged, creating an elegant atmosphere reminiscent of the royal era. Within the magnificent Siak Sri Indrapura Palace lies an important room known as the Payung Room. This room is not simply a place to store ordinary umbrella. It has symbol of the greatness and sovereignty of the Siak Sultanate. The umbrella in this room are royal umbrella. In Malay tradition, umbrella symbolizes honor, protection, and power. The higher a person rank, the more special the umbrella used. The Payung Room function is to store the Sultanate official ceremonial paraphernalia. The ceremonial umbrella are typically used during the coronation of the Sultan, welcoming distinguished guests and traditional royal procession. Furthermore, this room also demonstrates the orderly social structure and governance of the Siak Sultanate. The gramophone room or comet room faces the guest room of honor and serves as the royal banquet hall. During the Siak Sultanate, this room was used for official banquet celebration and palace entertainment. Its main attraction is the comet musical instrument, a rare and luxurious large mechanical music player capable of playing music automatically without being played directly. Interestingly, there are only two comets in the world, one in the Siak Palace and one in Berlin, Germany, signifying Siak's close tie with Europe. Today, the Comet Room is preserved as a historical exhibition showcasing the opulence, entertainment, and sophisticated technology of the palace. The next room. The room near the spiral staircase of Siak Palace once served as a waiting room for guests of the Sultanate. Here, guests awaited instruction before ascending to the upper floors or entering certain rooms. Its strategic location allowed guards to control access to private areas. One of the most interesting items is a large iron safe, a royal relic. The iron safe has never been opened, so its contents remain a mystery. Its presence adds historical value and appeal to the room, while also emphasizing the importance of securing documents and valuables. Today, this room is maintained as a museum, a vital link between the first and second floors. We will continue to the second floor of the palace. Before reaching the second floor of Siak Palace, visitors must pass a spiral staircase consisting of 36 steps. This staircase is made of iron with a wooden handrail, and interestingly, it was made without welding but rather assembled using precision joining techniques. This spiral staircase is a European product specially imported during the Siak Sultanate era. Besides serving as a connection between the first and second floor, this staircase also demonstrates the technological advancements and luxurious architecture of the palace at the time. Today, the spiral staircase remains in use and is one of the most iconic features of Siak Palace. On the second floor of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace, visitors enter a transitional space before advancing to the main rooms. This space houses biscuit candles, the primary source of lighting during the royal era due to their stable and long-lasting flame. On the other side is a granseng, a large copper or brass vessel used to cook large quantities of rice for the Sultan family and guests. The granseng demonstrates the workings of a traditional royal kitchen before modern technology, while also highlighting the prosperity and scale of palace banquet. This transitional space bears witness to the daily life of the royal courts and symbolizes the culinary culture of the past. The floor of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace functions as a museum displaying a valuable collection of relics from the Siak Sultanate. Consisting of several rooms, this floor serves as a resting place for the king, his family, and palace guests. Currently, some rooms display traditional weapons such as keris, swords, and spears. These weapons were not merely tools of defense, but symbols of royal authority and power. Another room is filled with photographs documenting the Sultan family, his council, and royal activities, from official ceremonies to daily activities. These photographs serve as a visual archive that help visitors understand the palace's social and cultural structure. In addition, several rooms house antique furnishings such as tables, chairs, and wooden cupboards once used by the Sultan family. This collection showcases the royal lifestyle while emphasizing the aesthetic and functional value of the space. The room's layout tends to be simple, emphasizing their role as internal and semi-official space, where valuables are stored and the activities of the Sultan family are maintained. Today, the second floor serves as a living museum, presenting the atmosphere of daily royal life while showcasing authentic Malay cultural heritage. Each room bears silent witness to the journey of history, bringing visitors together with the meaningful threads of family's life. We have journeyed from the first to the second floor of the Siak Sri Indrapura Palace. Hopefully, through the virtual tour of the Siak Palace, our students can think critically about the importance of preserving cultural heritage so that it is not lost over time. This palace also reflects the sense of unity and pride the Malay people, as it is still cared for and maintained as a shared identity. Each artifact on display teaches the value of respect for tradition and religion, while emphasizing that preserving cultural and national identity is the responsibility of present and future generations. Let us this experience as inspiration to continue to love, care for, and preserve our nation's cultural heritage. With a spirit of togetherness, we can maintain our identity and strengthen our pride in Malay culture. Thank you for being with us on this journey. After exploring the rooms in the Siak Palace, it's hoped that all students can understand and even write in their own words about the Siak Palace or Asraya Al-Hasimiyah. If there is material that students don't understand, please open the virtual tour link to watch the video or search from various other sources. Students can also ask the teacher directly. Thank you for your attention. Siak is the truly Malay. Malay will not disappear from the earth. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.